talking all things going live. I appreciate everyone joining me. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting. I appreciate everybody coming in. So, this is my 4 o'clock. We're going to talk all things going live. We're going to talk pretty quickly. I'm probably going to do about 90 minutes. 90 minutes of connecting and growing and supporting with it, thinking that I will come back tomorrow on my regular schedule. I do have my meeting tonight with my agency folks, so I do have to be kind of efficient with my time. So that's why I said it's going to be 90 minutes. So we're going to get to talking and chatting. I want to make sure you guys know what to do and how to grow your community, friends. So let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get to starting and talking in a little bit. I did not get the notification. YouTube sends me a notification normally. It says you are live. You are live, friend. So I'm not sure what happened there, but it did not say I was live. And I am live. I am here. I am growing. I am going. Hello, friend. Hello. So let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting. So, yeah, YouTube did not say I was live. So maybe you ought to get the notifications, or maybe I just didn't get the notification. It's possible. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I did not get it. So in the meantime, though, we're going to get to talking and chatting. Let me know if you're here. If you are here and you're listening to me, let me know, and I will get started in just a few moments. Like I said, I always like to make sure I am supporting my community and helping you guys grow. So I'm going to put some items in my shopping cart just so that I can have that option available as well. And then we will get to talking about some of the things that are in there. Hello, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for joining the live. Let me know where you're from. Appreciate the hello. And we'll talk a little bit about the live stream. I'll give my rules of engagement because I want to make sure you guys are engaging properly and connecting. But I do have a few ground rules to make sure we are all supporting each other correctly. Okay? So in the meantime, come on in. Let me know where you're from. And if you have any questions, feel free to connect with me that way as well. Hello, friends. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. So I am Dr. Lisa. We got a few friends that have come in. Hello. Someone said hello to me. Yes, I think that's the emoji that says say hi. So I appreciate you saying hi to me. Appreciate the support. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my ground rules real quick. I do co-stream. I'm going to be on TikTok in just a second. So I co-stream over there to connect with people and let them know that I'm going live. And then this becomes a playlist. So you guys can go back and see some of the recordings. I've been releasing some content where I'll show some of the highlights and connect it to the video that was shared. So really it's just a way for you guys to continue to go back and get some of the nuggets I'm sharing in this live stream. In the meantime, my ground rules is that if you're chatting with me, I love the comments. I appreciate all the engagement, but let's keep it professional. Let's talk about live streaming. So I am a creator network on TikTok, so I'm going to be talking about TikTok quite a bit. And so you guys can learn and grow. And if you're not on TikTok, that's totally fine. But I can teach you about live streaming in general. And then the other thing I say is that you got to be 18 years and older, because on TikTok, you got to be 18 years and older. So I say, let's start there. Let's keep it professional and just make sure you're of age. So if you're not 18, then this is probably not the live stream for you. Let me know if there's any specific questions that you guys have. I'm happy to answer questions. And then I am going to start my live on TikTok in just a minute, so I can start over there and get to talking and chatting. I appreciate everybody coming in. If you are new to me, put new in the chat. That's a great way to just make sure we get to know each other. And then tell me where you're from as well. Okay, so put that in the chat as well. Tell me where you're from. In the meantime, if you are here listening, go ahead and click like the live so YouTube knows that you are here listening. I may not know who you are, but at least YouTube knows that you listen and you like the live. And then if you have not subscribed, click subscribe as well. So I know you are a subscriber. Gosh, we're like too shy. So we'll see how this goes. We're too shy of 650 subscribers. Okay, so That is awesome. I'm excited about that. We are hitting milestones here. So just let me know if you have questions. But if you have not liked the live or subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And then we will keep it going, friends. All right. So I noticed when I started this live, I did not get the notifications. Did you guys get a notification? If you already are a subscriber, hopefully you set the bell. So if you haven't set the bell to get notifications of when I go live and when I post content. I didn't get a notification today. So I wonder if that's kind of a glitch of some sort. But if you are here and you got a notification, put it in the chat. Say, I got notified. So I at least know the notifications are working, but it didn't work for me at least. So that's totally fine. I appreciate everybody's here. Like I said, this is going to be a playlist for us to go back and listen and learn from. And so you can definitely do that. And I will be releasing some content actually today. So I'm going to post again, share that out, and then I'm going to release some new content, some of the videos that I've done in the last couple, well, maybe about 10 days that haven't been released yet. So I'm going to release those. So those, that content's there as well as some of the highlights. Okay. So you should get some new content from me today, if not tomorrow. I'm trying to think of my timing. Usually when I get done with my Zoom meeting, it's kind of late. So we'll see how much I can get done today. All right, friends, thank you so much who all are here. Thank you for joining live. Make sure you like the live. So we got some people in the room, so click like as well. And then also subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And I'm about to go over to the other playground. We're going to go over there and play a little bit. And we're going to talk all things TikTok and live streaming. And let me know, like I said, if you have questions, I'm here to answer questions. And we all can grow together. Okay? All right, friends, thank you so much. Appreciate all the support. And we're going live on TikTok. Hello, friends. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk all things going live. If you are new to my live, please put in the chat, I'm new. I'm here to support. I appreciate everybody joining the live stream, and we will get started in just a few moments. Let me know if you have not been here before. Feel free to come in and share a little bit about yourself. Appreciate you being new, and I'm happy to answer questions for any of my new folks coming in. And we're going to talk to all the people who are nervous, shy, scared, afraid, trying to figure this live stream out. Hey, E-Nurse, how are you, friend? Appreciate you coming in, flying in, friend. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friends, for being here. Got to stay focused, friends. I appreciate you being here as well. My YT friends, they're putting comments that are not about the live stream. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody joining the live. If you are new to my live, go ahead and put new in the chat. We got some of our friends that may be dropping in to see us. E-Nurse, how's everything going? Hopefully everything's going well. Friend, you're growing. You got over 1,100 followers. I love it. I love it. I love it. You are growing. So great. Great to see you live, and happy to see you do that battle this week as well this Friday. So awesome, awesome. I'm happy you tried it again. You're like, you know what? It's not that bad. I'll be doing it again. That's it. That's all it's about. It's not supposed to be anything that's supposed to be intimidating or scary. I just want to make sure people have a good time and you're growing your community. Hello, friends coming in. So I did activate the shopping cart. We got the shopping cart activated. We got some products in there. Hey, how you doing, La Kivian? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, Papa Chulo. Thank you so much for joining live, flying in. Love you, Universified. Appreciate you coming in as well, friend. Thank you so much. I see you. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. And so, yeah, so we're going to get to talking. I have to kind of give my, so Sundays become so fast paced for me. So I did the 10 o'clock, and then I got off a little early because my son's soccer game. He did win. He is good. He's good, y'all. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm not saying that because it's my child. We have the other parents stopping us, saying, "Oh my God, he's a natural. Has he been playing before?" He's 5, and he sees the ball, and he just takes off for the ball. He's just that kid. You see the ball, he run. Yes, I love soccer. You know what? I love it. My daughter didn't play soccer. She played volleyball. She was a volleyball. I'm a volleyball mom, so I was an indoor sport. So it's interesting being outdoors. I have to admit, it is very interesting being outdoors because I am not used to the heat. You know, we live in Florida, So it is definitely a different thing. So just having that experience, I'm like, oh my gosh. But we're gonna see how long this lasts. But he loves it. He absolutely loves it. So he's been I think they have 3 more weeks. He's like in a little kiddie program for just kind of getting introducing them to kicking the ball and playing and stuff. And then they'll have little practice, and then they'll go into a little scrimmage game against another team. And they're all like 4 or 5 year olds. And my son, he gets all the points. Gets all the points. He comes in. He's like a scruffy player where he goes and he's getting the ball from the other kids. He take the ball. You know, he doesn't touch it. It's all of his feet. So and he's just running. He's a fast runner too. So he runs and he sees the little goal and he kicks it in the goal. So he probably got about 10 points today just by himself alone. So it's fun watching him play. So that's happening. That happened today. So I was gone. I went live for about an hour, maybe about an hour and 10 minutes. And you said a little Pele. It got filtered by a senior friend. Yes. Yes. So they were saying that. They was like, he is a natural. I was like, we're gonna see how this works. But my husband is enjoying it too because he's like watching him play, and my two boys, my step boys, they really wasn't athletes. Really wasn't athletes. One of them wanted kind of was like it, but his other one is just really a gamer. So he didn't get an athlete out of him at least. And so my older stepson, he don't play basketball. He played football for like his freshman year, but they were smaller kids, so they just really didn't like sports, and because they had a slow growth spurt. Both of them grew tall, but not they didn't start off tall, so they just kind of didn't take a liking to it. My son, our son together, we'll see how he does. So I think he's kind of intrigued by this. You said I need your son to teach mine. Yeah, he is loving it. He is absolutely loving it. So we'll see how this goes. It might be like just the 5 year old version of him, and by the time he gets to who knows middle school, high school, he's like, I don't want to play anything. I don't want to play no sport. So we'll see. Hopefully he does. Angela, thank you so much for flying in. I appreciate you joining the live. So all who are coming in, he's 5 and plays soccer level up. It's his first year. Yes, yeah, yeah. So it's my son's first year too. So yeah, yeah. This is his first. Well, technically his second. He did a little program where they had soccer, um, flag football, and t-ball, and it was 6 weeks. So there was 2 weeks of each of the sports, and they would go out there and they kind of similar format. They do a little practice and then they do the scrimmage game, and so it's the same program, but they just same organization, but they set it up differently for his first exposure to the 3 different sports. And he did like soccer. Now when he did it, he wasn't as focused. Maybe that's the best word to use. He wasn't as focused. But this time around, he's like, hey, I'm here to play. I'm here to win. So thank you, friends. He is very serious, very focused. And that's just a matter of like 5 months. Because I think the soccer program we did was like April. So 6 months ago. So yeah, definitely a little different in how he thinks about the sport. So in the I have my friends on the YT. They're chatting away. Thank you all. Make sure you guys like the live and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate the support. So we'll see. We'll see. So then I have our I'm live here, so I'm gonna be live here. I'm probably gonna stay on. We'll see if I can get 90 minutes in. I'm always looking at the clock, so I want to get 90 minutes in, and then I am going to we have our Zoom call for folks in the agency. We're going to be meeting tonight on Zoom. So, hey Trisha T, how you doing, friend? So we'll be meeting over Zoom as well. Others that came into the room, I appreciate you all joining. Thank you all for supporting the live. We're sitting here talking and chatting, friends. So if you are new, he said, hey Doc, how you doing? If you are new to the live, put new in the chat. So I always kind of share information about TikTok. I'm a TikTok live host. Hey, KS Creations, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining. You said new. How you doing, Gary? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you joining as well, Gary. I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm gonna give you a little bit of homework so we can make sure your account is optimized and people in TikTok know a little bit more about you. You don't have words in your bio, so I tell people that's like the way you want to optimize your profile and make sure TikTok knows who you are and what you're all about, and then in turn Um, you said here to support me real quick. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Trisha. Um, and so people know who you are and what you're all about. And then in turn, as you post content, that content will get to the right people because of search engine optimization. So we call it SEO. So as people are searching for stuff, they know what, based on your bio and based on your content, that'll show up in their feed. So your content will. And then when you come live, people are looking for that as well. Hey, pals, how you doing, friend? People are looking for your content, and your bio is the first thing we look for. So people will follow you and connect with you. So I just give that little tidbit of advice, just so that you can make sure your profile is optimized. Okay. Nika Grace came flying in. Appreciate you as well, friend. So, thank you all who are joining. I know some of you all are joining because I have my shopping cart on, so I appreciate the people flying through for a moment. And if you want to stay for a while and ask questions, that's totally fine. I am going to show a little bit more of the products so that you guys can see some of the things in the cart. Appreciate that, October. Thank you so much. So we'll talk about that a little bit. And then I was saying, thank you so much for the October gifts. It is October. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions about anything in the cart. I'm not sure if I want to have a bio. Just here to support. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, Gary, can we have a conversation? Gary's like, I don't know if I want a bio. Gary, you don't have to have a bio if you don't want to, but I will say the beauty of the bio is it doesn't have to be, if you want to be anonymous, you said that's fair. It's like totally fine, Gary. It's no pressure. You don't have to have a bio. But what I will say, the beauty of the bio is that it allows people to know a little bit about you. And what happens is that if you want to be anonymous, you absolutely can be anonymous. And there are people who are anonymous. Let's kind of break this down a little bit, where their profile is private. And so when people click them to follow them, it is up to you to decide if you want to accept that follow or not. Now, a lot of people who don't have bios, when you don't have a bio, people may choose not to follow you. The other reason why people do, they want to be selective of who they follow, it was kind of what I talked about in the 10 o'clock. It allows you to then be a little bit more discerning about who you want to connect with, okay? From your followers to your following. You're very much in control about who you're following, who are you going to become friends with, and then ultimately who are following you. And so you will be able to look at other people's bios and decide if you want to connect with them, because that will show up in your friends listing. And when it comes to watching content and engaging the content, you'll be able to see that, and you'll be able to decide who I want to connect with. How you doing, Amy? And so that's fine. That is totally fine. I tell people, this is your account. You got agency to do whatever you want to do. Now, that just makes it a long game when it comes to growth. Okay. Hey, Kiki, thank you for joining the live stream. So when it comes to growing your account, when it comes to engaging, when it comes to expanding and having a broader reach, you're definitely being very strategic and um, calculating in terms of how you want to grow and who you want to connect with and what you want your account to look like, which is fine. But the only caveat to that, and again, it's up to you in terms of how you do your account. The only caveat to that is that when it comes to getting into different programs for the for TikTok, such as the Creator Rewards program or TikTok Shop, the Creator program, or even some of the other higher level work with artists, some of the other monetization programs, they tell you have to have 1,000 followers. They tell you have to have all these other, you have to hit these other milestones, essentially, maybe how many views on your content, stuff like that. So if you're limiting how slowly you're growing and who you're connecting with, then you're just taking a long train. That's all I'm saying. So that's what that means. It's against Dr. just not to have a bio. I know. Well, the bio, like I said, the bio is a way for people to get to know you. So I can look at that bio and say, oh, Gary's awesome. Gary does all this stuff. Gary's into, what's something we have in common, Gary? Gary, I'm trying to think, what do I do? I'm a soccer mom. So I was just talking about my son playing the soccer, so I'm a soccer mom. You might be a soccer dad. I don't know. so we would have that in common. And you can put that in your bio. So say you're shocked. Thank you all. Thank you for coming in. What is it? D Jojo, thank you so much, friend. I might have missed that. How you doing, Robin? So those of you who are flying in really quickly, looking at the shopping cart, I appreciate you all hanging out with me for a minute. Thank you so much for supporting the live, and and let me know if you have questions, especially my new people flying in and joining. How you doing, Dana? Thank you so much. Hey, friend, how you been? And if you have questions in particular about TikTok, let me know. Uh, you said thank you for supporting the live. I appreciate you. I need to make you a bio sticker as soon as my computer gets out of the shop. Oh, okay, okay. I appreciate that, friend. You know, Nika Grace put some of my stickers. So wait a minute. So speaking of stickers, so if you do not have the Lisa badge next to your name, so my friend Gary and anybody else flying in and connecting with me, it is the heart plus at the top. You have to get the daily heart me with a coin. So you got to send a coin, and then you can get the daily heart me. TikTok gave me a flash goal as well. Um, it is roses. I'm gonna pin that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you from. I do beginner products. Where are you from? I'm from Florida. I got some of my friends on the YT looking to connect. So I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much for sending a rose. The flash goal is roses. Appreciate anybody who can support the flash goal. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the support. And we want to stay on topic. Thank you so much. So what the Daily Heart Me does, it allows you to send stickers. So I was just going to share that really quickly. So Gary or anybody else in the room, when you put a comment inside the chat, before you put a comment there, click that grayed out heart. If you click the grayed out heart, you'll see where you can send stickers. And that's what Nika was just talking about. She was talking about sending stickers. Nika, send a sticker that you've done before, friends, so our new friends can see it. Thank you for the rose, Gary. Appreciate you, friend. And so when you send a sticker, there we is. Do it scared. Do it scared. Thank you so much. I see the stickers coming out. So you can send stickers, and those are fan club stickers. Okay, so that's what Nika was saying a second ago when she put the comment in there saying she was gonna do one that said about the bio, because I talk about the bio all the time. And the bios are great, especially if you're a new live host. And this is just a quick tip. As people are coming into your live, you guys just saw where I clicked Gary's bio and I had the whole bio conversation. If you click the bio and you see it there, it's a great conversation starter, especially for my new folks. So if you're looking to thinking about what should I talk about, you know, how do I engage my audience? As people are coming in your live and they're sitting for a while and they're listening to you, you can click the bio and just read the bio and just say a little bit about them. So it's a great way to use that as a way to start the conversation if you're like uneasy about what to talk about. So that was just a tip for my new people who are a little nervous and scared. So when it comes to my products, I do have the shopping cart activated. I was going to make this a little bit of a shoppable live since I have it. I feel like with everything going wrong with my live the other day, I didn't get to engage how I wanted. Oh, Nika, you engaged quite a bit. What do you mean? Are you just thinking about the features not working, the drawing and stuff? I mean, the trivia was a great backup. I think the trivia was great. You know, Michael J. Fox was on the news. He got a book coming out. We was talking about him the other day in your live. Yeah, he had a book coming out. He was on the Today Show this morning. So, but yeah, so I thought it was great. I thought you did a great job of pivoting and then ultimately still engaging him. And you were having all types of side conversations like the Michael J. Fox conversation. There was like multiple conversations you had. So I thought it was perfect, friend. I thought we all were able to connect and get to know each other and talk and laugh. It was fun. It was real fun. So I think it was perfect. Now, obviously, the features working and having that level of engagement, yeah, that's different because you can kind of make fun of it and look at the drawing and stuff. But for the most part, it was very personable. Yeah. Do you think so? A lot of people came in and I didn't say hello right away or gifting acknowledgement. Um, I thought you did great. I'm trying to think. When I sent that corn, you noticed. When When people say gifts, you notice. I didn't see it. I didn't see it that way at all. You noticed. Yeah. You acknowledge people. You acknowledge people coming in too. If you miss somebody, and I always say this, I say, if I missed you, the chat's going so fast, charge my head, not my heart, stuff like that. So it happens because that's just the nature of going live. I did send thank you message to everyone, I think. Yes, yes. So you did acknowledge folks. So that is the beauty of it. Don't feel like you missed anyone. I think everybody knew you were there, you were engaging. So I think it was perfect. Okay, great. I want people to feel acknowledged and appreciated because I appreciate it. No, no, you did great. You did great. You just need to go live more often. That's it. You just go live more often. You'll be able to kind of grow into your own way of communicating and style, and then ultimately, the chat becomes part of your communication flow. So you see the chat. I see Gary liking the live. I see all the engagement happening. Yeah. And then you get a chance to get to know people as they're coming in, especially my new people. Shelly came in. So there's different people coming and going now. So I appreciate you all coming and going. Recognizing now with the shopping cart on, with the shopping cart on. How you doing, JTK? All day. Thank you so much for being here. So with the shopping cart on, it does bring a little more attention to your live. So you'll see people coming in, and then obviously you guys know people who are flying at the top are high engagers. They're level 25 and higher. And if they're from the live room, they've done the daily heart me. I think it's level 20 and higher. Nika, correct me if I'm wrong on that one. 20 and higher can fly in. So you got all types of people flying in. How you doing, Charlene? How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. And so it's easy to sometimes miss the lower because you're paying attention to the upper. And then with the shopping cart on, there's a lot of people just popping in, popping out. They're just scrolling. So it shows as if they're coming in. So I don't think they're actually staying. Yes, it's 20 in the heart meet. Thank you so much, friend. Hello, friends. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, friends. And so as you are newer, the chat will flow a little slower, flow differently. So it won't feel as busy as you start going live more frequently. It starts to pick up and the pace gets picked up. And so you'll see more movement in your chat and your live stream. So it's definitely something you got to get used to, and it's not something that happens instantly for a lot of people. So definitely go live more often. You'll see it. Thank you so much for that, Rose. I just realized, yes, the flash goal is still going on. My chat was chatting. You're all pro chatters. Well, you're a pro chatter too. Let's be real. Love Universified. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. So yeah, we need 3 more roses. 3 roses. We'll see if we get this flash goal. Thank you so much, friends. So I'm gonna let me show at least one product because I said I was gonna show some products. My friend Kip, thank you so much. Yes, I do my best to keep it moving. Thank you so much. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate that. Thank you for the rose. Hey pals, how you doing? Thank you for coming over. I know you're on you're helping with the YT as well. So our co-stream, just so that you guys know, my new people in the room, I'll have my I have my tablet running YT because this becomes a playlist and people are able to connect with me over there. Thank you for that thank you for the daily heart me. And okay, so we'll have one more person. If they come in and give a rose, that would be perfect. I appreciate you. Miss Freckles, thank you so much for flying in as well. Thank you so much. Angela, you came back. Thank you for that. So it is one per person. That's how it works. TikTok makes it one per person. So we have different friends coming and going. I'm going to show, so what I did for my shopping cart, if you guys see it, not all the products I do have with me. There are quite a few that I do have though. So what I'm going to show, I'm probably going to show about 3 or 4 of them. When it comes to looking at being a beginner live host, and I've done this chat before, this conversation before, just so that people understand, okay, if you're going to go live, there are things that you need to pay attention to. And there's some essential equipment. And as you're thinking about your live stream, how you want to flow, what do you want to talk about, how it allows you to have maybe a little bit more freedom in terms of your live stream, in terms of what your mobile device is sitting on, all those things matter. Okay, The three things I talk about, well, four things technically, that I tell people to pay attention to is your lighting, your sound, your internet connectivity. So that's important. And then obviously your background. And then if I was going to put a bonus one, I would say, okay, make sure you have the right equipment when it comes to what your devices are on. Okay, your easel, your stand, if you have a tablet and you know your live stream requires that you have movement going on in your live stream, maybe you're cooking or if you're playing an instrument, you want to have the right angles and you might need multiple devices. Okay, so you may need a device where your tablet, like my tablet here, is elevated because it's on what do you call it, accordion neck, a gooseneck stand, and it's elevated. So it's over my table, my desk here, and it's hovering a little higher, so it's elevated. I'm looking up at it. And then my phone for TikTok is lower. It's on a tabletop stand. So those are the type of things. Oh, thank you so much, Project Loop. You're so sweet. Thank you for that. We got our flash goal. Thank you for thinking of me. So I appreciate that, friend. Appreciate that. Wild Boys Fishing, how you doing, friend? Thank you for flying in. Thank you for the support. Hi, Seven White. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here, Seth White. Appreciate the support. So as you're thinking about your equipment, that's what I have in my TikTok shop. Vanilla Squirrel, how are you, friend? So what I tell people is that these are probably the essentials. I do have some other products that are like nice to have bonus products, but for the most part, how you doing, friend? For the most part, these are the essentials that you need. Okay, so just think about, okay, what are the equipment? What's the equipment I'm going to need, whether it's for my live stream or my content creation? Okay, so that's what we're talking about here. So in my cart, you see some of that stuff. You see electronics primarily. You see things that I use pretty much for my live stream on a day-to-day basis. So that's what's in the cart. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. So we're going to talk about the first product. I always lead with this product because I think lighting is essential. If you are going to go and become a live host, you got to have good lighting. Um, there's a product that I'm gonna put in here, so I just pinned it, and right now it is 15% off. So I like to tell people that. Oh, this is like super sale. Um, so you'll see the lighting here, and I'm just gonna show it. As you can tell, it already lit up my room. It's lighting up my, giving me extra light. Now, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do that. So you guys, hey, Urban Eye Candy, how you doing? So literally, if I wanted to, I could have this light on every time I go live. You know what? I have stage lights too. And so I love it because the stage lights gives that extra light. And then what happens is my phone will actually do a little, because it's so bright, it'll try to calibrate itself a little bit. So it'll change the dimming. But again, this is like essential to a live stream. If you're a live host and you got shadows and not a good lighting and people are not able to see you fully, first of all, you can get a violation for that. That's that whole static image, low visual quality violation that TikTok says you in. But also, it's about making sure your audience really, when they swipe and pass and they're looking at live hosts, they're like, oh, this person, let me come into their room. I love the way they're radiating on the screen. I can see them. What's going on here? You want to have quality lighting. So that's going to be important. So this particular one is a rechargeable. You said good quality. Yes, it's great. You guys can tell the difference of me having it on and off. So I always start with this one. You said my favorite light. That's why I use my live. Did you really? Hold on one second. The other day, all other lights were off. Really? Oh, your lighting was good, friend. I probably would have had a little bit lighter, so you probably could have had some backlights on. But all in all, it was great. You know what? Your lighting, because it was an evening live, it gave it a little bit of a mood. So I would say your lighting was perfect in that way because it gave you a little mood. So we didn't feel like we were good for selfies too. Yes, it is. We didn't feel like we couldn't see you. We could see you very well. That's what I thought too. Yeah, it did. It was like a little. You know how, like I tell you, Kim Loves Jones. Her room gives you that mood when you're in her room. Her lighting is good. It is good. In a certain way, I wish maybe a little bit higher of a lighting, but for the most part, it's good. I like it. So just know sometimes you need lights can set your tone for your live stream. So this particular light, hey Sultry Nan, how you doing, friend? Hello, friends coming in. So this particular light, actually it's on sale. Let me say this real quick. And if you haven't done so already, there's coupons over here. Click those coupons because we're still dealing with the fall deals. So there's coupons for different products you can add in the shopping cart that will also give you an additional discount. So keep that in mind. I want you guys to get the best deal. I could have my ring light. Yes, yes. Did you wear glasses? You don't have glasses, did you? Why do I feel like you had glasses? The ring lights, sometimes you see the circles. That's the only thing I don't like about the ring lights. Sometimes you see those circles in your glasses. Sometimes. Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing about the ring lights. They'll reflect. This lighting, let's see. I don't think it reflects, which is another good thing about it. And then because, okay, it did reflect there. Oh, you do see it. You do see it on my glasses. I was like, because it's there, you can decide if you want to move it some. So it's there. There. Uh-oh. No, it's there. You guys can see it. I have to bend my head down like this so you don't see it. But yeah, I was looking at myself on the screen over there. Say, do I see it? Hello, friends. How are you? So yeah, how you doing, Happy? How you doing? So again, the lighting, it just brightens it up even more. So I'm going to take this off and you guys going to see the difference. And I cut it off so you can actually literally see the difference in terms of my lighting. Let's see. I took it off. I'm trying to see my light on the screen when I take it off. Yeah, you see the difference. Okay. So look here. So this particular light, it has the 3 settings. So if you cut it on, this is the blending of the soft light and the white light. You have the white light that's fully there, kind of that bright light. And then you have the soft light that gives that yellow tone to it. The yellow tone, you got to be careful. I think sometimes we think that's good lighting, but it comes off very yellowish and people are like, oh, it's kind of an awkward look on the skin. So the blending to me works better when you have the white and the soft combined. Okay, so you have that. It clips onto your device. It can clip, and the clip works pretty wide as well. So you see that clip. It can clip onto my computer monitor. Sometimes I've clipped it there. And then you also have the ability to, if you turn it on, you also have the ability to turn down the intensity. So depending on how high you want it, you can turn the intensity down. You can turn the intensity back up. Okay? So I love that. And I have it vertical, but you can also make it horizontal and turn, this comes off and you can move it to here. So it just depends on what you're looking to do. Okay? With that, it's on sale. It's 15% off. This is the lowest I've seen so far. So on my screen over here, it says $9.34. And I do believe it's also free shipping. So let me know if you guys, do you guys see free shipping for on your end? Let me know if you see free shipping. Because sometimes it's based on your buying power if you get the free shipping deals. And then sometimes it is just flat free shipping for any and everybody. So let me know if you guys don't see free shipping. So anyway, this particular rechargeable light, all you have to do is plug in your USB. And it lasts, oh my gosh. I used to use this all the time for my live streams. Then I got the stage lighting, so I stopped using this as often, although I really should. I really could clip it to maybe my tablet or something over here and make for better lighting. But it lasts for about 2 to 3 hours. You get, max I've seen 3 hours, right around 3 hours. So you're going to get, with a full charge, you should get about 3 hours of lighting. Okay? So it's a really good light. Let me know if you have any questions. Hold on, you said you sure you got filter. You sure I got filter for that, Doc. TT was right on that. One. Which one? I missed it. Yeah, you must have got filtered because I don't see it. It'll probably be in there when I see the next filtered comment because I don't see it here. You know, TikTok will filter comments in a second. So no, I don't see it at all, friend. I don't see it. So yeah, you must have gotten filtered. Let me know if there's questions about the lighting. So I unpinned it. So just keep this in mind. So it's all good. Okay, yeah. So I unpinned it for, let me truly unpin it. I took it off my screen. Let me unpin it and we'll get to talking. And so that's the first one. If you guys are curious, I'm gonna put that in my cart when I get done with this live. I'm gonna put it in my cart because I always want to back up. So I had the clip here. If you tighten it too much, it can break. So just keep this in mind. You don't want to make it too tight, and then it has the ability for you to tighten this part too. Don't make that too tight either, because essentially you tighten it to the point where you break it, and so you got to be cautious of how you are tightening these things here. But let me go back to lighting, because what I will tell you is, if you are looking at your live recordings, so this is just the cheat code. Go back and look at your live recording. If you go back and look and you think that your live is not bright enough, if it's not enough light shining through, if you, for whatever reason, feel like you're seeing any shadowing or any yellowing, look at your recording and do that self-critique, okay? I will tell you to improve your lighting. And sometimes you need to invest in improving your lighting. Maybe it is the big stage box lighting, those box lights. They're not super hot because they have the screen on them and stuff, so I don't have any issues with them being hot at all. And then also, I'm going to put them in my shop. I keep saying I'm going to do that. I have to find them so I can put them in there. Also, think about a ring light. That's what Nika Grace was just talking about. And then the clip-on light, if you don't have something like this, just to give yourself an additional added lighting, I would say get it. So this is for people in the agency, or even if you're not in the agency, but you are going live. Those are the things I would tell you to pay attention to. And a lot of people underestimate the ability to have great lighting, okay? So just keep that in mind. Let me know if you are in the room, if you're a live host, what do you think about your lighting? Let me know if you think your lighting's great. I think everybody's lighting is great, to be honest with you, all the people in this room. So I've seen, and I think some of my newbies, I've had to say something to a few people, but for the most part, everyone's good. You can also bounce your lights off a wall to make it bright but soft. Oh, so what Pals is saying, Pals, how you doing, the short stuff, and Charlene? Hello, friends. Thank you so much for coming. What Pals is saying is that, you know, there's ways that you can do the reflection. So in terms of how your lighting is situated, you can bounce it off the wall, and that'll give you less shadowing too. So she's saying that offers a nice soft light. There's a few people though I've had to talk to about their lighting. So just keep that in mind. That's something that it stops the scroll. You know, for the most part, people are looking and you're like, okay, what's this room about? What are they talking about? Let me listen a little bit more. And if it's dark, TikTok now, and I posted twice about this recently, about the static image. That means that there's something that's still on your page, the static image and the low quality visuals. So meaning that you have low quality lighting. Your lighting is too dark. It actually will warn you. It will say a well-lit live stream is needed. So it gives you kind of this warning message if it feels like your lighting is not bright enough, okay? You got the agency page? Yes, you did, friend. That's the agency page. Thank you so much. Thanks for your stuff. I appreciate you, friend. Yes, that is the agency page, tapping away and supporting the live. Thank you so much for that. So the other thing I talked about is sound. So I'm going to show you this because I can't actually plug it in right now because I did not charge it. I did not charge it, but I'm going to show it to you. So we will show, and then I will tell you there's a couple different microphones that I have. So I didn't charge it, so I have to charge this tonight so I can use it and show you guys how it works. But essentially, I'm going to plug this one in so that you guys can see it. Let me know if you got any questions in the meantime. So I talked about earlier, so this is for my friends who are here. I said I was going to make this a little bit shoppable because I want to make sure you guys have the quality equipment that you need. And so I have two different microphones. The other one, I'm looking to see where I put it. It's usually on my table. Is it here? I think it is. Okay, I'm going to show both of them because I think they're both in the cart. So I'm going to start with this one. And then this, hold on 1 second. My device is hot. I said it's a little hot for me. Okay. So this is the one that you're seeing in the cart. Maano is the microphone. So Maano microphone. And then essentially what you're going to do is that you would plug in the receiver. So this is the actual microphone. You'll clip this to you. And you guys I'm going to clip it, but it's not on. So keep in mind it's not on. I actually did a video with on the other day. It was really good. A really good microphone. It doesn't give you any kind of staticky feel to it. I thought that was really great about it. And so you put this in as a USB. So because it's not charged, I'm not going to plug it in. So I don't have it charged. So you guys can actually hear it. But essentially what it does is it offers a good quality sound. It picks up pretty well. I don't have a microphone right now that I'm using. I'm using my actual cell phone. So this one was the combination where it just had the one if you wanted to use it. They do have the kind where you can have two microphones that you get, and one's a little bit more expensive, but it's a good quality microphone. I like this one because it has the noise cancellation and a good quality mic where, again, when you're inside, you're talking, it picks up pretty good. Okay. Now, when it comes to this particular brand, they're known for their microphones, so you'll see them quite a bit promoting um, their microphones. So that's a good brand. Now, the other one I'm going to pin, just in case you want something that is just really a good quality noise cancellation. So let me unpin this one and pin the other one. Um, this one here. I missed the question. Hold on one second. There was a question in here. How you doing, Miss Darlene? Are you using your mic right now? No, I'm not. I don't have a mic on right now. So this is my phone. My phone is a good microphone on my phone. So I typically do not have a mic. So I said I was going to start using this one. So I'm going to, this is the one I pinned. So let me show this one. But this one I didn't use, and I'm going to tell you why I didn't use it. Because it was great for outdoors. So when I'm outside, the noise cancellation is perfect. When I say perfect, perfect. Because you're outside, you have the wind, you have cars moving, you have the airplanes, just the outside noise, just everyday noise stuff that's happening. So this one was great for noise cancellation. So I really do need to test and see. Somebody, Mr. Arlene, you got filtered. Okay, you were saying hi to Love Universal. I didn't see any other filter comments, Nika, so I don't know what happened earlier. I feel like there's a hollow sound in so many lives using mics. I have one, but try not to use it. Yeah, you know what? I was getting, with this one here, I was getting that scratchy mic feel, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that. So not that I didn't like it. It was bad. It wasn't good. It was, you heard the scratchy noise on the microphone. So that was the thing about here. So I could not use it inside. I couldn't use it inside. I felt like, okay, you know what? If I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it outdoors. And so for whatever reason, I don't know if the noise cancellation just kicked in and it was like, you know what? Let's turn that feature on and you don't hear the scratching. And I'm still walking, I'm still talking, I'm still doing all the things, but the scratching wasn't there. So the noise cancellation was perfect. It's a good mic if you want it for that. It's 58% off. It comes with the two microphones. So in that way, it's really good. It's a good value. It's going to get you what you need, especially if you're like, okay, let me just have it. And maybe if you don't pin it to yourself and you're holding it, because you see a lot of people hold their microphones. So that might be the solution. If you just want something that's going to be great sound, no scratchy, you hold it, and then that's good. Okay? So that's the microphone. Great for outside. Yep, it's great for outside. How you doing, Sarah? I saw you flying in, friend. Thank you so much for that. So we're talking about products that are good for people if you are a beginner live host. I started off with Sarah with lighting. So I shared my clip-on light. I talked about lighting a little bit, and now we're talking about sound. So we're talking about audio. So if you are someone who is starting your live stream journey, or even as content creation, because you'll see a lot of people in their content, they're holding their microphone, they're talking because they want to make sure that sound is great. Okay, so I would definitely tell you to make sure you have the right equipment. So microphone is important. There is, Nika was just saying a hollow sound. I think it just depends on your mic. I think there's some people who have some pretty good quality microphones that they're using. This shopping life feels so nostalgic. Does it really? It does. Uh, my friend just called. Give me 1 second. My friend just called. Okay, so I had to send her a voicemail. You said it feels nostalgic. It's like my old shopping live days on the other account. Oh, you're so sweet. Okay. So this particular microphone, like I said, is 58% off. It's on a flash sale, so keep that in mind. So for literally for the next, before the day ends, the next 10 hours or so, whatever the time frame is. So it says 10 hours, so it's a little bit over. Um, I missed something. Okay, my friend messaged me. So keep that in mind. It's on sale. And then let's see. Do you guys see that it says free shipping? Because free shipping, click the coupons over here. Free shipping may be also available depending on your buying power. So I want you guys to always click to see if free shipping is an option. Okay? Um, check your coupons before your purchase, everyone. Yes, I just look at you, friend. And so Nika said it's nostalgia. She said, make sure you check your coupons. Claim those coupons first. That's what I tell people all the time. Claim your coupons. So the two microphones, the two microphones, they're good. Like I said, this one is probably the quality one, the better quality, value, noise cancellation, all the things. Kind of let's keep it in perspective. You get what you pay for. Okay, so the one that's pinned here, definitely a good beginner mic. If you're going to do some content creation, I wouldn't necessarily say great for your live stream. I think if you feel like you need a microphone, you might need to spend a little bit more money to invest in a microphone. That's what I would tell you. But this is going to be great for if you're doing content creation, you're trying to do something where you're talking really quickly in the microphone, you're walking outside. That's what I'm going to say use it for. I think it's really good for content. Yep, that's it. That's the way I would look at this microphone. I would not say, hey, it's live stream quality. Live stream quality is different. You're moving, there's some other things happening. I would say change your mic. And then obviously I would tell you to change your phone if you're thinking your phone is also problematic. Or maybe where you're located for your live stream. That may be the other thing you need to think about. Where are you located? Miss Sterling, you do your lives outdoors. What do you use, friend? Are you using a microphone? I'm gonna unpin this because I would love to hear your story. Miss Darlene, what do you normally use for your live stream? Because you're outdoors. You were outdoors today. You said no, you don't use a microphone at all. So you're using your phone. Oh, that's good. Your phone must be a good quality phone. Do you have any feedback when you go back and listen to it? I'm wondering. I'm trying to think about. You said my phone. Do you see any? Do you get any like the noise from the wind or cars, the outside noise? Let me know what happens there. I said no. Okay, that's good. Do you turn on the noise reduction feature? Happy. How you doing, Natty Nat? Love Universified. Let me know if you have any questions, friend. Yes, the wind. Oh. So do you turn on that noise reduction feature for the live stream? I wonder how that works. And maybe turn it on and try it with noise reduction out with fans. What you mean? Fans for like ceiling fans or regular fans? I don't have my ceiling fan on, but is that what you mean by like actual blowing fans? You're not talking about people as fan club members. You're not talking about that type of fan. What you mean by that? Like a table fan set? Yes. Okay. Um, it could help. I'm sure of it. So let you guys know what we're talking about. TikTok has a feature inside here. If you click the three dots, says more. If you click it, it actually has a feature and I have mine turned on. It says remove background noise. Allow viewers to hear your voice more clearly. So I have it turned on. I didn't turn it off. But maybe that's something, if you guys haven't turned on, turn it on. Maybe that's helping. Noise reduction button, where is, okay, you just asked that question. So when you click the three dots, right under where you could flip your camera, you can mirror your when I turn off the mirror, like if I'm trying to show words so they don't look backwards, it's like mirror your video. It's mute your microphone, and then it says, for me, it says remove background noise. And I have that turned on. So that's how you can turn on background noise. So again, if you are so I'm in a bedroom, and it's a nice size bedroom. It's not super large. Um, so when I have my live stream, I close the door, and it's just me. So y'all hear me. That's it. There's no extra noise. You might hear my son if he's in the hallway, but you really don't hear anything. Say again where the mute is, please. So three dots in your live stream where you're in your live. There's the three dots. It used to say more, but now I think they've taken the words away. It's the three dots there. You click that, and that's where settings is. Nika, that's where you went when you were looking for the draw feature. When you were looking for draw and trivia, you were clicking those three dots, and it's situated at the top. So yes, so same space, and then you just scroll down. So you're scrolling down, and you're seeing noise reduction. I'll do a quick screenshot just so you guys see it. Okay. Hey, the voice guru, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much. You came in. I was just talking about microphones. I see people mute so fast. Oh, you're talking about muting a guest or muting themselves? Muting yourselves is in that three dots. Muting a guest is different. That's when you click their photo or click their words and you mute them. So that's a different mute. Muting yourself. Okay. So muting yourself, they're clicking the three dots and then they're clicking that mute button. So let me show it to you guys real quick so you can see it. Effects. Thank you all who are in the live. I appreciate you all. So this is for you all who are here. Remember, Nika, all this stuff over here, you see the features up here? That's what you saw. You should have saw those features, and that was what you were trying to turn on. And then these are the other things I was talking about. So you see, you flip your camera so you can show your back camera. This is the mirror. So if ever I have the words where I'm changing so you guys can see the words on my other phone and you want to see things in a more the correct way. Thank you so much. How you doing, Chili? Thank you for flying in. This is where you mute your microphone. That's right under that. And then here's to remove the background noise. Okay? So allow viewers to hear your voice more clearly. So these two things, I have this turned on right now. And then my mirror, I have it turned on so I can be in the right orientation for myself. Okay? You're welcome. All that is right there for you. So definitely go in there and play around with it. I need to do trivia. I'm going to do trivia next week. A pop quiz. Pop quiz for you all so y'all know where the different features are. Thanks again. You're right. The right orientation for yourself. Yes. So like when I'm pointing and I'm looking at the screen, I'm like, oh, here's my photo here. Click my photo, and I'm pointing to different things. When I turn that off, it's the opposite. So I'm always switching around. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm pointing to. So I want to have it correct for myself. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if mine was right. You never show words. You'll know if it's wrong if you ever have to show words on your screen. So like, for example, the voice guru, when she was showing, she has the, on air, she has a sign in her background now in her room, her live stream. And so she has to flip her camera so we can see it correctly. So she's, the camera, not flip her camera, but she's mirroring the video. So the mirror of the video is turned off so we can see it correctly. When you turn it on, you're literally seeing yourself as the reflection. So when I'm pointing around to stuff, I'm pointing the way I see it, not the way the way it's I'm pointing correctly, essentially, the way that you guys can see what different things are. Did you get the flash goal? I did, and we achieved it. Thank you so much, Miss Darling. You're so sweet. You said, did you get that flash goal? I got it, friend. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you asking. So I said sound, I said lighting. So lighting is important. We talked about the clip-on light. We talked about sound. I'm just going to go into internet connectivity because that is important too. So when you think about what you are, how you are streaming, okay, you got to make sure you have quality internet. And so what works for me is my home Wi-Fi. I cannot be on my phone's network. The phone network usually offers problems, okay? So my home Wi-Fi is pretty sturdy and strong, and it works for me. My husband even put an extender in here. So my home Wi-Fi works. If you are outdoors, if you're doing other things, that will disrupt your feed. And so you just got to make sure you're being intentional about how your internet connection is operating. And again, if you are someone who is doing things in other locations, you're gonna have to be intentional about how do you set things up, how do you make sure you have quality internet, Maybe you have to have a Wi-Fi or a hotspot or something that you're tethered to so that you can make sure your signal's sound. Otherwise, you're going to have poor impressions and low reach because of that because of your internet connection. So keep that in mind. And sometimes it's your phone. I gotta say that out loud. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. But sometimes it is your phone. So if your phone is not a quality, if it's an older model, maybe there's some other issues going on with your phone, you might need to upgrade your device. Okay? So I say that it's not that I have a new device in my shopping cart, but you might need to upgrade your device. How you doing, most model? Dr. Lisa, is your agency with TikTok or out of TikTok? I've noticed there is a difference. My agency is in TikTok. What does that mean, out of TikTok? What does that mean? How you doing though? Hello. It's in TikTok. Oh, my sign is gone. Oh, managers? What does that mean, Nika? So a creator network agency is the agency, and within the agency you are appointed a manager, a creator network manager. I am your manager. I'm your manager. I'm both. Okay? So my title is creator network manager for all of you all in the system, in the platform. You're assigned to me. So I am your manager. I am actually both for you all. I'm the owner and manager for you all. So I'm the owner for TikTok purposes, for who TikTok is talking to me. He said, I didn't know there was a difference. And then I'm also your manager. I'm assigned to you as the manager. So that's how that works. You didn't know there was a difference. Maybe I'm not understanding your question. So you said, I'm self-employed. What does that mean? So, okay, let me make sure I understand your question, friend. So TikTok has what's called the Creator Network program. That program is essentially all Creator Network agencies are part of that, or Creator Network agencies are part of that. And so there are creator networks that are pretty much supported by TikTok, in the sense that TikTok gives us resources to make sure we can effectively manage you all as live hosts. Okay? You said your comment must get filtered. Let me check. I don't see the filter. I didn't get anything that popped up. I only got 3 comments. Yeah, I see where you said difference and then you said the filtered. So no, I don't see anything else. The Creator Network program, let's go there real quick. I've reposted it a few times. Yeah, it got filtered then, so I don't see it, and I might get in a filtered notice. Let me know if you wanna come up and chat. I'm happy to talk to you. If you wanna come up as a guest. Really quickly, I'm gonna show you where the Creator Network program is located. And all creator networks operate differently. How you doing, Dorothy? All of them operate differently. So I'm gonna go, good afternoon. How you doing, Dr. Trish? So if you are on my page here, I'm gonna turn this off. I gotta turn my mirror off so y'all can see it. See, I just did it. So I'm gonna go here to my TikTok studio. And then under TikTok studio, you're gonna go to the live side. And then I'm gonna scroll down to tools and resources. And under tools and resources for me, it might be 2 rows of boxes for you, but right here I have to go in this drop down. It's the one here. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? This one. The one with the little house. Join Creator Network. Since this account is not associated with a Creator Network, it's going to say grow and learn out and live out your dreams. It's going to talk about the different things Creator Networks do. So this is the TikTok program. Okay? So that's where it's located. Now, there are different agencies. Every agency does things differently. I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for in terms of an agency and what type of support. I'm very hands-on. I do the meeting that we're doing today at 6:30. Did you guys get your email? Those who are in an agency, did you get your email? So I'm doing our meeting today at 6:30 over Zoom. And then I do one-on-ones with you depending on what kind of support you're needing that way. And then, hello, friend. Thank you so much for coming in. And then I do one-on-ones. And then I also do We have a school platform for information and resources there. We also have group chats here on TikTok where you can share your live stream and content post with other people who are in that chat. There's only 32 people you can have in each chat, so we have multiple. And then what else do we do? I said I do one-on-ones, and then I just give a lot of value. I just make sure I show up twice a day. I answer questions, and then ultimately, all agencies have the ability, if you're in violation or going to get banned, they can send an inquiry on your behalf, so they can advocate for you. They're like your go between with TikTok, so they can advocate on your behalf. Okay, hold on one second. Dr. Linnell, your question got filtered. Are there scam agencies? Oh, are there scam agencies on here? Um, I would say do your research. I would say definitely do your research. There are scammers. There are definitely scammers. A creator network agency should be free. It is a free program because the way TikTok does the monetization for you, it's under the Scale Live Rewards. So as you go live, you're building and growing, and you're getting compensated under Scale Live Rewards. TikTok takes their cut, and out of TikTok's cut, they pay agencies that way. So that's how agencies get paid. So you shouldn't pay an agency. I'm willing to come up if you're willing. I'm fine with it. That's totally fine. She can't talk about other agencies. You know, I can't talk about them. I can't coach or poach anybody who's in agency. I'll send you an invite real quick. Um, Let me know if you have questions, friend. You said I'm approached by a person never heard of with interesting offers. Yeah, definitely do your research to make sure that's legit. How you doing, sir?
How are you, Dr. Lisa?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Great, great. And I appreciate you always taking time to share so much knowledge with us. So what I'm going to do when I get done talking with you, I'm going to go recharge and come back and give you a couple little coins, okay?
Oh, that's fine.
No, but my question was, and you basically explained it just now, like the individuals asked, are there different agencies and stuff like that? And I've learned, because I'm always getting approached, I mean, being live a lot lately, everyone's trying to come and say, hey, join an agency, or you're part of an agency, blah, blah. And I've asked different perspectives. I'm always a student of things. I'm not one to say, I just rather learn. And I learned there are agencies like yourself, the people that's on the inside of TikTok is what I meant. And then you got folks that's outside of TikTok, meaning they charge a fee for that. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what, and that's exactly, as I see your facial expression, like that's what I learned. Okay, so there are people that's on the inside at work that's I guess incentivized for helping people, and TikTok pay them. And then I learned that there are agencies outside of that that's charging you that's why they push you to do so much. They're pushing you to do so much so they can get paid off of stuff, right? And that's what I was asking.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you definitely want to be intentional about what agency you connect with and what type of services they're offering and what type of support they're going to offer. People who actually have gotten vetted by TikTok and approved are part of the Creator Network program. They are approved through that program. I have a point of contact I can reach out to and ask questions. They put you on a platform called Backstage. We can kind of look at your information for people who are in our agency. We can look at your information, your analytics and stuff. We can submit an inquiry on your behalf if something's going on with your account. So all that is connected now. If you're talking about someone who doesn't have that access, that level of information, haven't gone through the process, then yeah, they're just telling you, their tips and strategies, but they're not getting it from TikTok in that way. And they're not.
Now I feel like I'm in a doctor's office. I got to ask you. I want to ask you two more things before I get out, but I ain't
Sure.
paid for the whole visit.
That's okay. That's okay. You're fine.
When I asked you a couple of days ago, well, you probably don't remember this, but I asked a couple of days ago in regards to restriction, like if your account has a restriction on it. And I know that in the comments kind of hard to understand it, but like what it was is that I was selling my book on here. Before I took TikTok serious, I was just on here on another platform, putting stuff on the, just putting my videos and stuff like that out, talking about my book. And I've learned, um, they had sent me a couple of restrictions that you cannot redirect traffic, like send it to somewhere else, because I kept sending it to my website. Because I tell you, I sold 2 or 3 books on this platform. I said, oh, snap, I'm about to become a millionaire. And then it stopped, right? And then I'm like, let me send people to my website then, like I do on the other platform. And they sent me a couple of things to say, hey, you got a restriction, you got a restriction. And I never fought it because I really didn't think enough of it, right? And then all of a sudden now I was taking TikTok serious by doing lives,
Uh-huh.
and that's when I learned. They say, hey, well, you can't put any more, you can't put anything on your videos like links. But they send me something every week telling me, hey, you can sell stuff on you got a TikTok shop, you got a TikTok shop, you can sell stuff. But then it says I got to, I was trying to remove the restrictions. So that's why I thought agency may help you remove it, and that's where I've tried to reach out to the help desk. That's why it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack or trying to get someone to actually respond to clarify it or clear it up, so no one ever get back to me.
Yeah, yeah,
Does
yeah.
that make sense? Still better? Is that
I
better or
think
no?
I'm gonna try to understand what happened. So I got a couple clarifying questions. Do you have a business account? Is this a business account
I
or
do. So
personal?
so my TikTok shop that has my book there. That's great. It's in good standing. But on my personal account, where I was actually talking about my book to buy it from the site, that's where they said that site, which I do all my lives from. That's where they said it's been restricted to put any more products on the videos. But then
Hmm.
now, like if I do a video right now and I put a like my
You're saying when you say videos, you're talking about your content.
yeah,
So
my content
something's
when I do my
so it's not your
content.
live stream, it's your content that's the problem.
Okay, so when I do my content, I can't put the card down at the bottom that says get the book from TikTok, right? It says permanently restricted. But if I go live, you know how you got a shop where you got to put like you got this little 15 items in your shop
The
thing.
shopping cart.
I think I could put that book and stuff in there, but I just wanted to get clarification to make sure I wasn't still restricted. Maybe it's different between content and live. So I guess there's a difference between the two.
Yeah, so there could be something going on with your live stream. If you're saying you have a business account, it sounds as if you can still promote products in your on from and direct people to your showcase, your shop, not a
I can do
showcase
that.
because you're a business. So you should have a shop on your page. I can't look at your account right now. I think it's gonna make me pause if I try to look at your
No,
account.
don't worry. But yeah,
But I think
and I
you
think
should.
it's different between the two.
So
That's
you
what it is.
so you have a shop on your when you look at your profile. It says shop at the end, doesn't it? Or does it say
No, not.
showcase?
I had never done a live shop or not. I was just gonna try to do those on my lives, but I never did because I thought that when I do my live, do my content on my videos, it tells me I cannot put any products on my videos. Like if you go to my page, it's a lot of motivational stuff, right? And I used to put my book link in that. Now it says if I try to do it now, it just says it's permanently restricted.
Yeah, I need to look at your page because
Yeah,
I'm still kind of confused if you're a business account. So let me just offer hypotheticals because I'm not sure which situation you sit under. So if you are a business account, when you're a business account, you're able to you can have a you can't, from my understanding, unless you have a shop, you have products that are in that shop, and if it's a physical book, you can sell your physical book. You What I've heard people say, and I don't have the I've never had the TikTok shop for business for a seller side. So I don't know all the details. I do know a little bit more about the creator side being an affiliate. But my understanding is when you have a shop, you can have products like a book, but it has to be a physical hard copy book that people are going to buy your book, and you're going to fulfill that and send them and mail them a hard copy book. I've heard that you are not able to have digital products. That would be the Service Plus feature, where you can have a digital product or service that you're offering, and you can tell people how to get to that product or service by going to your website. So it sounds like, do you have a physical or digital product when you
I
talk
have
about your
all
book?
of it. So that's another conversation. I don't want to take up as much
Okay.
time on here, but I appreciate you.
Okay.
And thanks so much for that. I'm gonna go recharge and come back and get you some more.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
you're so kind. All right. Well, yeah, let's talk about it because I think at some point you're gonna have to make a decision in terms of how you promote in the live. And you can promote and share your web page with people. You can have the Service Plus on. It's about how you say it. You can't direct people off and say go to my. You gotta say, okay, here, if you want additional information, click my profile, and my profile's on my web page. You can go there and get more information for my books. You can have another device where you flip your camera, show your website, and walk through that with them, but not necessarily say go here, but here's the different things that are on my page. So it's about how you talk about it. And so you might have been talking about it in a way that TikTok was like, wait a minute, you're directing people off the page as opposed to saying, here's some additional resources for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, appreciate you.
Okay. All right. Take care. Bye bye. Okay. Yeah, you can say it in your content too, Nika. You're right. I see his book and his content, also his TikTok shop under it. Okay, perfect. So it was a shop page. Trisha T, you got filtered when you were saying hi to Miss K Latte. I unfiltered you, friend. Okay, yeah. So it does sound like he has a shop page and he has physical products and digital products. So yeah, so it's probably a matter of how you talk about your physical and digital products. And with that, then fully um he'll be able to fully talk about them in his live stream. In his content, you have your shop link you could do. Sounds like there might have been some stuff going on with the shop link too, though. So um so with that, maybe it's again shop. My understanding, the seller side, it's a little tricky. You got to be very careful about how you say things and what you say over there. And again, when you're doing shoppable lives, you want to be cognizant of how you're talking about the products and stuff. And so we were chatting and stuff. You notice I didn't have anything pinned. I didn't have anything. How you doing, Eugene? I didn't have anything pinned at the time because I want to be able to talk freely about the topic. But just keep that in mind. You want to be careful about how you pin products and how you remove them as well. And then not have static images. That's what I've been posting about lately. How many of you guys have been getting those static images? I'm still trying to get a little bit more clarity. You said it looks like TikTok shop. Okay, so it is a shop. Okay, gotcha. Okay, thank you so much for that, Nika. I have a shop for sellers, which is good. But on my personal page, I was sending folks from my personal to your business. So you have two accounts, one's shop, one's personal, one's business. The business page is the one that was seems like the personal page might have been causing some problems. It might have been what you were doing on the personal page. Is that what it was? Or the business account? The business account is pretty strict too about what you can and can't do when you go live. So you got to be careful in that way too. Um, Note to my website that's the personal page, correct? Okay, gotcha. So the personal page you were called that was causing the problems. Yeah, again, it was probably the way you were saying it, because TikTok is very particular about dropping people off the app. Yeah, so I tell you guys, TikTok is jealous. So you hear people will say, initials. They will come up with like clever ways. Thank you so much, Natty Nat. They'll come up with clever ways to describe different competitors like the Zon or the YT or the FB or the SIG and stuff. And so people do those initials because of that, because I don't like to overuse words. I don't use the word LINK. I don't try to overuse that too much. I'll say it on occasion, but I'll often tell people, when you're doing this, and I'll actually show you guys real quick. So if you're ever in a situation, so let me go to something that is, let's go here. Let me see if I was, I don't know if it's gonna let me do it now. Let's see, I might need to go to my other account. Hold on one second. I'm gonna see if I can do it, because you guys know I used to do this all the time when I was talking in the beginning. Let's see. We'll go here. It's not letting me do it. Hold on one second. Let's see if I can go to the page. I don't think it's gonna let me do it. We'll see if I can go to another page. I had too many windows up. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Okay. Okay, so if I was talking to you all, one thing I would do, and so this is my page on TikTok. I'm not gonna do it fully, but if I was talking to you all, I used to say, hey guys, so I'm gonna show you how to get to my stand. So I'm not going to my stand, but I'm gonna just say stand for this example. I'm gonna show you how to get to my stand where you can get my download for my digital product. So if you click my profile here, you'll see my mini profile pop up. And then if you click my photo one more time, it'll take you to my main profile. And so here's what it looks like. So I would flip my camera and I will show you guys here. And then I will walk you through the process here of where you can get to my stand. And right now my link for the agency is in there. So if you click that link, it'll take you to my agency information. So you guys see that. So I would take you there and then I will walk you through the process. So I'm gonna flip my camera around. But essentially you could talk through how to get there and show them the steps in the way without actually saying go here. Here's what you do. You're kind of walking them through the steps. Still doing an education teachable live. Okay, so that's one way to do it, and you just got to be careful about your words and what you use. But essentially, you're leading them to that information. But you're never leaving the live stream. You're actually flipping your camera and showing them what's on your tablet or your phone or your laptop in this case. But you're never really leaving the platform. You said, I love how you tackle a challenge. Thank you so much, man. It's like, okay, look at you, girl. It would be nice if they told you that up front. Told you what, Nika? I missed it. Um, let's see. Um, yeah. How you doing, Diana? You know what, Miss K Latte? I wonder when Trisha T was commenting to you, she kept getting filtered. I wonder if it's because of the periods. Coach Chantel brought that to my attention. I don't know if she's in the room. I don't think she is. So just really quickly, this is something that she shared. It kept filtering. I don't know why it's filtering Nika. That you can't direct people. Because you said can't direct people. Oh, thank you for that. Appreciate you for the galaxy. That was sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. Oh gosh, my screen was flying. Thank you so much for that. So I was gonna share something. When you guys league up, thank you for that. Appreciate you, friend. The periods for the level up stickers aren't yes, aren't allowed. Yes. And I wonder if it's also when you are, yes, the periods for the level up, when you want to pin somebody's stickers, if they have a period in their name, like I do. I had Dr. Lisa, I had that period after the doctor. And Miss K Latte has the periods too. The periods in my name. So when I was in Coach Chantel's room, I leveled up as a fan club member. And she said, Dr. Lisa, I don't know if you knew this, that I can't pin your sticker because you have a period. So she had to remove my period. And so it just said DR and it said Lisa. So you got to remove the period if you want to pin somebody. But I wonder if it's also the case for when you're trying to comment. Because Trisha T is getting filtered every time she's commenting back to Miss K Latte. And Miss K Latte has periods in her name. So that's what made me think of that. Yeah, you can edit it. You can definitely edit it. So she had to take the period out. But she can't, I don't think she can edit Miss K Latte's name. So I wonder if that's what was happening. Just something that popped in my head because of the whole period with the sticker. All right, friends. So when it comes to that information, I hope that was helpful. I'm not sure if that was, but just be careful about how you are. You said, oh, interesting. Yes. So how you doing, friend? Yes, you're both saying interesting. How you doing, friend? So just be careful about how you talk about your products. When it comes to digital product marketing, you can do it. You can absolutely do it, but you want to be mindful of directing people off the app so you can show them from an educational perspective of different things that are in there and how to get information from you. And then they make a conscious decision on if they go there to get your resources. How you doing, Ms. K Latte? Thank you so much, friend. Um, Also, Service Plus. I don't have Service Plus on right now. Thank you for the Octobers. I don't have Service Plus on currently, but if you do have Service Plus, you could look at that as another way to talk about your products. Okay? So that can be another way you can talk about your products and services that you offer and let people know in your Service Plus, because when they click that, you can talk about it, you can describe it to them, you can show them how to get to your information, and when they click your want to do a one-on-one or whatever question prompts you have in there, they go to your inbox and that can be an automatic reply to them that takes them to that tells them about visiting your webpage or you can respond to them with additional information that way. So, yeah, that's another way to at least capture that inquiry. I feel so stuck about this TikTok shop thing. Yes. What do you mean by that, Soda? Let me know. You mean in terms of, do you have it? Let me see. Do you have it? Yeah, you have it, don't you? Let me know if you have it, friend. Um, yeah. So turn on your shopping cart, especially if you're gonna have different products for people to get with when it comes to crafting, because you do the crafting live. So yeah, turn on your shopping cart. But at the end of the day, you want to be careful about how you use it. But yeah, you can definitely do it. When I try to do videos with it, I only get like 30 views. TikTok shoppable videos to me are like just unless you're really trying to do it for a lot, unless you're trying to do a lot of a lot of shoppable videos, maybe 10 a day, and just have a lot of um, you know marketing and a lot of your videos in the universe, putting it out there. It's not likely that you're going to get sales from your TikTok shop videos. Okay, you get more of the sales from your lives. How you doing, my favorite? So many of the sales come from your lives. So just think of it that way. Like you're doing it so that you can get more exposure, more interest because of the shoppable lives, and you're showing the products. Thank you for that, Daily Heart Me. Oh, okay. So yeah. So unless you're really trying to do TikTok shop full blown and have a lot of content you're producing, a lot of shoppable videos, it really is not for it's it's more likely that you'll get more sales from doing the shoppable live. Okay? So it's more likely that that's where you'll get your sales from. Okay? I know when I do TikTok Go videos, they get boosted. I thought it would be the same for shop. No, you actually for TikTok Go videos. I mean, obviously the brand is very cognizant that you're trying to promote their brand, and maybe they're boosting it. When it comes to shop, you actually got to send them your ad code, send them a link to your video. You need to let them know any shoppable video you do, you want to let the seller know that you did a video for their product. And hopefully they will boost it by putting some ad revenue behind it, but that's not always going to be the case. Thank you for the Octobers. Appreciate your friend. How do you add products in your live? Um, for the shopping cart. So when you activate the shopping cart, so my shopping cart is activated. You click that shopping cart as a live host, so you'll see the cart. So you click the shopping cart. I think for a business account, you're gonna see that business little symbol. It looks like a little storefront house type thing. So you're gonna click that. Thank you so much for the pumpkins. Um, if you click that symbol, it has to drop down where you can do TikTok Shop or even Service Plus. It'll have a couple different options for you. So I heard it's not advised to put the brand in the words on the screen. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. You said the brand. What do you mean? Like if I'm talking about Goalie, and I show Goalie. What do you mean? If I'm talking about my neural gum, what do you mean by that? If you're doing a shoppable video and you're talking about neural gum, you got to show neural gum. You got to show the gum. So you got to show the brand because that's their brand. Yeah, whatever the brand name is. Yeah, you got to show that. Yeah, if you're talking about neural gum, you got to show it. Okay, so yeah, you got to show it. Now, if you're talking about this particular clip-on light and it's not branded, so that's different because it's not branded. But say it was branded, maybe you don't show it because there's many companies that have this. But if it's branded, you show it in the words on the screen. Um, yeah, I don't think I put the words. I don't think I do. I don't think I have. Um, most cases you don't. You just say what the product is. So yeah, that's what you say, or say what you're talking about. So yeah, have you gotten into the battle discussion yet? Um, have I gotten into the battle discussion? No, I don't. What was the battle question? Was there a question for today? Let me know if you had a question. We were going to talk about it in the Zoom meeting, so we are going to talk about battles a little bit in the Zoom meeting. But let me go back to your original question, the shopping cart. So when you click the shopping cart, you add a product. That's probably the short answer of it. You add a product. They have these three categories now: the traffic driver, the hot sellers, and the trendsetter. So you can have products in your shopping bag, like you guys see the bag here. You can have products based on that. So yes, do I do battles? I have done battles. I think I'm due to do another battle. I'll figure it out. I'll probably do one next week when it comes to the end of the month. I'll probably do a battle as well. So put myself into a battle as well. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, I do. I've done them. So how you doing? You are too old to bed for TikTok gifts. Ain't that something? That is your name, Fran. I appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have questions, though. Um, let's see. Did I miss any questions? So let me know if there's any other questions about shop. When it comes to battling, so we're going to talk about battling quite a bit, especially as more and more people are battling and stuff. It's a lot of to the strategy, but it's addictive. It is. It is. It is. And we got people in our agency that are really good at it now. So there are people who are really trying to get their battle teams together, and they're growing in it. So I'm excited for the future. Um, Definitely excited for the future in that. Uh, you said why the eyeballs, Miss Jessie? Yes, there are. Hello, friends, everybody who's coming into the live. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to stay on for about another 15 minutes because we do have our meeting today at 6:30. So I usually get off. I have to send my reminder email to you all, just so you guys have the Zoom. And then we will meet at 6:30 as an agency. So let me know if there's any questions. So when it comes to battling, we do battle. TikTok, as agencies are concerned, TikTok want people to add battling to their TikTok experience, because again they recognize that is a way to connect with people, and it's a way to monetize as well, because people often gift at a higher level. So TikTok, obviously, they paying attention to how people act in the battles and stuff and conduct themselves. So they make that part of something that, from a metrics perspective, we can actually even look at the metrics in terms of how you're growing, even with your battles. Okay. So I don't know if I shared that with you guys though. So your matches, just so that you guys know, if you do a match, I have data I can pull just from your match engagement. Okay. So I can pull it that way too, or look at it that way. So that's just something you want to be aware of. Okay. Let's see. Hey Jill, how you doing, friend? Is Jill in the room? Hey, is she here? I missed that. Well, you said Jill with eyes. Hello, how you doing, Coach Marcel? Appreciate your friend as well. Where do you recommend people do their custom stickers? I've tried ChatGPT, but it takes forever. Oh, Nika talked about that. Nika used Chat, and I think she shared the same feedback. The ChatGPT takes forever. Um, no buts. Oh, okay, gotcha. ChatGPT takes forever. It does. It does. Um, I use Canva for my son did part of my stickers, and Nika Grace did the others. Still the best place. Okay, so Nika said still the best place. So it does take forever because you got to make sure your prompt is right. You're asking the right questions for it to produce something that you want. How you doing, Glow? Thank you so much for being here. Um, when it comes to my son, he used Photoshop for my stickers, so he designed them there. And then I created a couple stickers with Canva AI. I didn't upload them because I needed to go back and change the specs for them. I think I had the wrong specs for TikTok, so I had to go back and fix that. But that was my fault because I didn't ask for that, so I need to go back and change my prompt. But yeah, so that's the way to do it. But Nika did ChatGPT, and she did beautiful stickers. Nika made some of mine, just need to add them. Yes. Yep. Hey, from Jacksonville. How you doing, friend? Hey, neighbor. How's everything going? Thank you so much for being here. Is it Kyrinda? I think that's how you pronounce it. Thank you so much for being here. All right, friends, let me know if there's any last minute questions. So I did have the shopping cart on. This live was all about beginner equipment. I did more or less a shoppable live. I pinned 3 products so that y'all know I did pin 3 products. Well, looks like I need to connect with her. Laugh out loud. She is here. Nika is in the room. She is in the room. Nika Grace. Let me pin her comment because she said those are the best ways to still do them. Because Nika, let's see. That's her comment. That's Nika Grace. So you want to connect with her there. She is awesome. So what I did for today's live, Corinda, that's pronounced. Is it Corinda? Corinda? I think I said that right. Let me know, friend. I'm still, the names is not my forte. Charge the head, not the heart. Because I will say your name wrong for the whole time you come to this live, and then you finally see me in real life and correct me. Because once I hear it, I can say it, but my mind will still say it wrong until I hear you say it. I think mine is good. Yours are good. Y'all got some great stickers. I've been in y'all rooms. I've been in y'all rooms. Y'all have some great stickers. You laughing at me, Coach Marcel? I know. Hey, I don't mean to offend any of y'all. Okay. So believe me, I don't mean to offend you. But sometimes it's obviously a live stream. I'm reading and I'm saying it in my mind the way I think it should be said, but it's obviously incorrect. You said me too. There we go. You said me too. Yes, I know, friend. And I get it too because, just my over my years and just meeting different people is calling me. I'm about to call her back. Um, see if that'll go through. Cool of TikTok University to go for the rest of this Sunday. Yes, cool of TikTok University. I go for the rest of this Sunday. Let me. What you mean going to TikTok school learning stuff? Yeah. Okay. So really quickly, my live stream today we talked about products. So in this live stream, we talked about the products in the shopping cart. I turned the shopping cart on. Wanted to make sure you guys paid attention to beginner products to help with your live stream and your content creation. If you look what's in there, many of the products relate to that. So when you think about lighting, sound, if you're thinking about easels and stands, I have a stand for my phone. My phone is literally on a product right now, a stand. Um, um, I can't pin it because I don't want to take my phone off the easel. I'm gonna have to change it, but it's in there. And then my tablet is on a tall floor stand. So that's another product. So just kind of keep that in mind, depending on what you're using your live stream for. You want to make sure that you have that, okay? I said I did a 3 shoppable lives required in week finally. Did you? Friday, Saturday, and this morning. Look at you. That's awesome. Look at you. Awesome. I love that. And they were shoppable lives too. Nice. Nice. And for this live, did you schedule a shop live? No, you know what? I actually scheduled this as a regular live. I didn't change it to shoppable live. I changed it as a regular live. And then I did keep on the audience control though. Because I knew I was going to be pinning products, but I was like, am I going to really make it a shoppable live the whole time? So in my mind, I was like, you know what? It's going to be a regular live where I turn on the shopping cart. That's the way I did it. As opposed to a shoppable live. On my other account, I do actually make it. I say that it's a shoppable live. Now, does that do anything for the live event? I think it does make the shopping cart activated pretty early in the live. I have to go back and look at it. Because I remember from my other account, I would make those shoppable lives. And as soon as I would turn on the hit to go live, it seemed like the shopping cart was already activated. So I have to kind of go back and look if there's truly a difference. But in this way, I just made it a regular live and I didn't turn it on. Let's see. TikTok filtered some comments. You are way overdue for a battle, Doc. Yo, you're so funny. I missed that comment. It got filtered, Trisha T. You said I'm way overdue. I did a battle. I did a battle last month, didn't I? I did the Tiny Tiny battle. I did a battle. That was a September battle. So I'm due for an October battle. I am due for an October battle. That's fair. That is totally fair. Hold on, Coach Marcel, you got filtered too. Do you like the stand in your shopping cart? Yes, I do. I'm using it currently. I love it. It's a game changer. Coach Marcel, let me show it to you. That I can show. So I'm going to show you when I flip my camera. So it's actually right here. It's it's a stand. It's a floor stand. It's arched, and my tablet is on it as we speak. I'm on live on YouTube, so it's literally being used as we speak, and I use it every day. You can tilt it down a little bit. It swivels. YouTube people moving around. Got y'all moving a little bit. But yeah, I love it. So it is. So anybody who's doing a live where you are like cooking, or I know you talked about maybe doing your smoothies using your blender and stuff, and you were trying to make your live a little bit more focused on the health journey. Trisha T, did you use a type of stand like this, a type of device? What do you use for your cooking live? I wonder what you're using. And so because of that, I mean I use this every day. It's used because it has me a little elevated. I actually like the elevation. No, you have a tripod that's holding your phone. Is that what it is? It's like a true tripod holding your phone. Like this is my little tripod. You see this? This is a tabletop one. This can stand on the table and it goes up like 40 inches or something. Um, so it was a pretty high. This is the tabletop one. I think it might be in my shopping cart, something like this. I can't remember if it's in there or not. I might have added it. Um, yes, it's in my showcase. Okay, I like that one. Yeah, so that's good for a tabletop. And it holds, like if I wanted to show you guys, I use something different that I do my live on because I'm not a big fan of the tripod because of the legs. And I guess it depends on how you have your device and things situated. But I have a flat base that my phone is on right now. It's a different type of tripod. And so when it came to the stand, I was in a similar mindset. I didn't like the legs of a tripod sticking out as I'm like moving around. So what that stand is, if you guys look at it, is actually a flat base. It has a very flat base and it slides under my desk really easily. It's really nice in that way. So that way I do like that. And I'm not dealing with the tripod legs. Um, you know what? I'm getting that. So that I don't have yet. I'm actually purchasing that for my hubby so that he can get that because he walks. And when it gets, we're in Florida. So it's not super cold, but when he walks, that would be good because he walks in the morning time and it's kind of cooler and stuff. So I was thinking about getting that for him and for working out and stuff. So that seemed like a pretty cool gift. So I saw that in there and I put it in there the other day. So I'm gonna get that for him. I got myself the headband one. I need to put that in the showcase too. And so I got myself that one from Coach Chantel's, her live, her showcase. And so Trisha, you said yours is in your showcase. Um, where is the big light in your cart that looks like a good light? This light is a clip-on light. Is that what you mean? That's the light that I have in there. I talked about this. This is actually a very good light. As you can tell, it brightens me up even more. And you can clip it onto your phone, your computer. You can clip it onto multiple devices. It's a great light. So it's definitely a must-have. Hey Flourish, how you doing, friend? What about lighting? What would you recommend? So the clip-on light is great as a start. Now I actually do have, and I said I was going to do this. I haven't put them in there because I was looking for the exact ones. How you doing, Miss Babson? No, that's huge. Say that again. No, the huge ones. Okay, the ones so when I flipped my camera, you guys saw that. I have not. So you saw these. These are my stage lights. So I have those on currently. And then my ceiling fan light is okay. Yeah, you can see I had to take the cover off because it's on a dimmer and it acts up sometimes. So those I use mainly the stage lights because that light, the ceiling fan light, went out on me and I just replaced it maybe about 2 weeks ago. It hasn't been long. It's been replaced. So I was only using the stage lights for the longest. And so those lights are great. They're not super hot. I have them on my Zon. That's where I got them from originally. I was trying to find them here, so I would have to direct you to my Zon to get those exact ones. And honestly, I would, those I can vouch for. I can absolutely vouch for those. So that's where those are at. So if you message me, I'll get them to you. So yeah, so that's it. That's I see flash drive, huge kit. Does it have you know what? I actually don't have that. My daughter has it, and so that's why I put it in there. I need to ask her about it because she has it, and she obviously, they save a lot of stuff in the clouds, but she was trying to save stuff as a backup for her stuff as well. So she was using it. So I have to ask her about that. So that's how that ended up in there. Because I was like, oh, she has it. So I'll ask her and just get some feedback, but I don't physically have that one either. You said make sure you direct correctly. In terms of the other, yes, direct, yes, not off the app. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, these are perfect stage lighting. Um, so did I miss any comments? I'm trying to go back up with comments. Appreciate you guys asking about all the products in there. So everything in there, I would say, is good products. So I'm gonna put that out there. Now the ones I do physically have, I have the microphones. I have this. I have this, the turntable. This is like the earbuds things, those headphones for your the translation headphones. The turntable I have as well. If you're looking to show your products on the turntable, I do have that. So I do have the clickers, both of them, both kind that are in there. So those type of things I do have, and I can talk about those. So anybody have questions about that? All right, let me say this. I'm about to get off shortly. Let me know if you have any last questions. We are going to do our meeting at 6:30. And so hopefully we don't have to meet for a super long time unless you guys have some questions and some stuff that came up. This week, I'm going to be attending the Live Fest information. So more to come when it comes to Live Fest. And then obviously we are hitting the last 2 weeks of the month. We're in the last 2 weeks of the month. So we're on the 19th. So we definitely want to make a go at these last 10 or 11 days or so. So we'll talk about that in the agency meeting too. Oh, I want to go. I want to go do that. You want to go to that? Yes, the Live Fest. Yeah, you definitely want to participate in Live Fest. And if you get selected to go to headquarters, that would be awesome too. So that's why you need to start going live. Like over the next 2 weeks, get used to going live so you can be part of the Live Fest. It's the big event for TikTok. You said, what is Live Fest? So TikTok has like two huge events. One is Community Fest. That was in June and July. That was the whole Community Fest, the treasure box, and everybody was engaged in that process. And that was for live hosting. This one is Live Fest, and it's also for live hosting. It really is kind of the signature event where a lot of people are going live for long hours, for different ways you're streaming in terms of multi-guest, co-hosting on the site, doing your music, your other performances and stuff. So it's a great live energetic thing that they do. So a lot of gifting that happens, a lot of leaderboard and other challenges and stuff associated with it. I just sent 3 people that want to go live. Oh, I just sent 3 people that want to go live. What you mean? How do I find out about these events? Well, Live Fest, I think the whole platform is going to know about Live Fest. I think we'll hear about it quite a bit. Kim, what you mean? Did you send them? They want to go live. You send them your referral link. When it comes to agencies, we get kind of insider information, and then creators that are in agencies, they get insider information because they're going to get invited to like webinars and other things that's going to happen for it. So you definitely, that's kind of a bonus of being an agency. You get kind of insider information. But you should have some details in a week or so, right? I should have details Monday, tomorrow, because there's a webinar tomorrow I have to go to. Tomorrow I'll have details, the 20th. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have information for you all. So I have to look and I think I think it's a 12:30 meeting. I have to go look on my calendar. 12:30 or 2:30. I have to go look. But yeah, so I have information by tomorrow about it. So I'll be sharing it probably in my 4 o'clock live. Maybe not my 10, but maybe my 4 o'clock. I'll have a little bit of tea I'll share here. I'm always cognizant of how much I share live versus in our Zooms, because in my Zooms we can talk a little freer, and I don't have to necessarily. I can share a little bit more information. So yeah. So definitely by the next Zoom, you guys will have way more information. And then if there is some stuff I need to tell you in advance, obviously I'll let you know. I'll send some information on Zoom. I'll send an email, some other stuff that you need to know, especially if they're going to roll out webinars sooner rather than later. So they're doing one for us tomorrow. So I'm going to attend that. And then for you all, I'll let you guys know what does that look for like for creators to participate and attend those. Okay. Can I get hooked up on the Zooms? You got to be in the agency. So if you are wanting to join the agency, it's a free program. It's the Creator Network Agency. You would click my link in my bio. It will take you to the webpage to apply, and if you are accepted, you can come to the Zoom meetings. I have to get your contact information, so I'll have you submit that, but you can come to the Zoom meetings. The Once you apply, you can't be with a Creator Network agency already. So are you with one already? I guess that's the first question. So you can't be with one already. If you are with agency, then it's one per person. So you can't join if you're already with one. Okay, so it's one per person not per account, per person. So if you have multiple accounts, it's just one per person. The other thing I tell people is that you got to make sure that you have no violations on your accounts. So that's another one that TikTok says you can't be in violation. And then if you are not in the U.S. or Canada, my agency is approved for U.S. and Canada. Yes, yes, you do, and you do go live. That's the other question. Do you go live? So you got it. So to get approved, that's the thing. So if you go live already, that's great because you'll get approved pretty quickly. Um, and so if you click the link, let me know. Did anybody in the agency refer you? So we want to make sure they get the referral code as well. Not sure if I have violations. Oh, you would know. You would know. Do you have violations? I mean, yeah, you should know because you'll get the system notification. And then it will show it also in your Creator Network area. Hey, how you doing, your fairy plant godmother? How you doing, friend? So yeah, so if you're gonna click the link, let me know. I'll let you know if you're approved. I can tell you right now, actually, if you're gonna move forward. If not, definitely come to my live. I'm gonna be back at 10 tomorrow, and I can answer additional questions that you may have. Okay. Um, you said you can still apply to C. Yes, yes. Anybody, yeah. If you click the my profile, the apply link in my profile, it will show up in my system. I can see if you are eligible. It will show that you're ineligible if you have violations. Okay. All right, friends. If you click here, my mini profile is gonna pop up. Click my picture. My mini profile pops up, and then when you go to my main profile, there's a link in my profile. Okay. I have to kind of get used to doing this again, y'all, because my now that I'm personal, the agency page, I probably need to stream from that. I couldn't find those Octobers to put on my goal for the other night. Really? What happened? What you mean? I'm not sure what happened. Oh gosh, it locked me out. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you got there, because I was going to show you how to get there, but if you go to my webpage, it'll show you how to get there. So like when you go to my page here, it's going to be in the bio there. Okay? It'll be in the bio. So you're just going to click that. and then it'll take you. So if you got it, let me know if you are in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this much easier now that I don't have the link in the page anymore. Boo. Okay. So go to, no, just go here. You can go right here. It's in my profile too. It's in the agency page and my profile. Okay, so if you go here, once you click here, my mini profile pops up, and then click my photo one more time. If you click my photo one more time, it'll take you to my main page. In my main page, so it's going to take you to this. And in my main page is the link. It's in there. So that's here. That's going to take you to my main page. All right, guys. And then once, let me know, Mrs. Hunt, if you're going to be able to do it. I'll let you know real quick. A couple steps I'm going to have to walk you through to accept the invitation if you are invited. And then once you accept, I'm going to have you I'll send you my webpage really quickly, because I have a stand page that you have to fill out to give me your website. I'm sorry, your email and other information, your contact information. If you can't do it today, because I'm going to actually have to get off shortly, because I want to make sure I send a reminder email to everybody we're meeting at 6. How do I find the referral code? Oh, Kim. Let's see. Let me make sure you got it, friend. So I ordered 2 clip-on lights. Did you really? I need to go back and order some more. Thank you for that, friend. I need to go back and order some more. That was a good deal. Kim, here's what you're going to do, friend. You're going to go to you're going to act as if you're about to go to your live page, the live home screen. So here's what you're doing, Kim. Let me flip. Oh, no, wrong thing. Flip my camera. Okay, you're gonna go to TikTok Studio. Okay. It says 6:30. Okay, you just applied. Okay, I'm gonna check. Give me 30 seconds. So Kim, you're on TikTok Studio. You're on the live side here. You're on the live side. Go to Tools and Resources. Under Tools and Resources, I want you to click. You may have 2 rows of Tools and Resources. I'm not sure if it's there that way for you, but for me, it's like a little arrow I click, and I get this screen. And you're going to go to Join the Creator Network. For you, since you're already in a Creator Network, it won't say Join. For me, it says Join because I'm here. And you're going to go to the part, there's a box in here that's going to say Referral, and you click that. Okay, so that's what you're going to click, the referral area. So under TikTok Studio, click the Creator Network area. This is for you too, Mrs. Hunt. This is okay. And that's where your referral link is. You have a QR code and you have a link. You can copy the link. So both of them are there. And you can share that with people. You can put it in your bio. You can do however you want to do it. You can send it out that way. When it comes to you, my friend, Mrs. Hunt, that's actually where you go to accept the agency. So just so that you know, you're going to the same Creator Network area. They want to go live. Okay, awesome. Awesome. I love it. I told them about you last night. Did you really? Okay, thanks. So they're still trying to work on their live journey. Gotcha. Let's see. Did that work? Okay, Miss Hunt, I see you in here. We're gonna see if you can be accepted. What does the referral link do? You can refer people, and you get a with so many referrals that you send out, you get a bonus, an incentive for doing it. So once you join the agency, all that is put out there for you. One has already started going live. Okay. Mrs. Hunt, it accepted you, friend. You got accepted. So I'm going to send you the invite. Okay. So I'm going to send you the invite right now. And then with the invite, you said, yay. I love it. And so you just got the invitation. So here's what happens. You got a system notification. I'm going to make sure it gets sent to you fully, because sometimes it doesn't send automatically. I don't know why. You just received a system notification from TikTok. However, If you go to that same area that I just showed Kim, so if you go to your TikTok studio, you go to your TikTok studio and you go to the live side. So you're on the live side. Thank you so much, Kim. Appreciate you. You're going to go to the bottom of that where it says tools and resources. If you go there, and I have to click my little thing here, and it goes here where it says join a creator network. For you, it's going to say creator network because the invitation that I just sent you is actually sitting in there for you to accept. So you got to accept that. So once you accept that, how you doing, Ebony? How's everything going? Once you accept that, then I see a notification that you accepted, and then here's what I need you to do. I need for you, I'm gonna send the agency's page. I'm gonna send it to you right now, actually, because I want you to friend it, so that way I can send you messages to that page too, from that page rather. So this is the agency's page, and I want you to accept it as a friend. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna say hi in the chat. Okay. So here I pinned it. So go ahead and follow this account, and I'm actually gonna make it follow you back. Okay, you did it. Perfect. So we just followed each other. No, I followed you here. Let me follow you here now. Wrong account. I followed you back here. Let's see. Okay, I just followed you on this account. So go ahead and follow this account back, and then I will send you messages to this account. Okay, from this account, so you can also have the agency that you're following. All right, friends. All right. So I gotta send out my reminder messages. So Mrs. Hunt, if you want to come to tonight's meeting, you got two things you need to do first. Okay, you got a little work to do. You got to accept the agency's notification. So if you thank you so much, Nika. So got to set that invitation. You got to do like in the next 10 minutes, actually, like 2 minutes, so I can include you after I'll send you the web page, and you got to do that quickly. So you got to move quickly if you want to come to the 6:30. If not 6:30, you can come next week if we can't get it all done, because I got to send out my reminder messages. So if not 6:30, you can come to next week's meeting. But the next week meeting might have a little bit more information because I'll know about Live Fest by next week. So we'll be talking about that quite a bit. But so you're gonna accept the invite, and then I'm gonna send you the web page once you accept the invite to join, to submit your contact information. Okay. And then I go live tomorrow. I do live tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow at 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Nika. And okay, show me again how to find it. It's in your inbox actually. So let's go to your inbox first. So you should have a message. Your inbox is here. So if you go here, you should have what's called a system notification that says TikTok's invited you. So that's the first place you want to go. You guys got filtered a lot. Can you show me where the referral link is? Yeah, Kim got filtered that first time. I didn't see this one. I hope it's better than Community Fest. He said, I hope it's better. At least can you see my comments? Kim, I couldn't see your comments. Yep, you were getting filtered, friend. You sure were. Kim, you were getting filtered that whole time. So yeah. All right, my dear friends. Let me know if there's any questions. So yeah, Kim, you had gotten filtered. Hopefully, I don't know if you're still in the room. You might be gone, but yeah, TikTok was acting funny. But I know I showed you, so let me know if you had any more questions. TikTok was being funny. Checking now. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Like I said, you said I'm here. Okay, so no, I saw where you had sent all those messages, but you were being filtered. So TikTok, now I can see some filtered messages, not all of them. It seems like there's still filtering messages I can't see, but yeah. So I answered your question about the referral link. Miss A Hunter, I will look out for your acceptance, and then once I get that, I will send you the link to join my webpage, from my webpage, okay? And then just let me know if there's any other questions, friends. All right, so I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes, okay, on Zoom. So I appreciate everybody's here. You guys have a nice evening. I will see y'all soon, okay? All right, take care. Bye-bye. So I will message you either way. Okay, perfect. Yeah, just you can message me on either account. I'll see it. But message me on this account. This account I see the Dr. Lisa account. I go here first. So yeah, so this is the better account to message me. Okay, and I followed you back. All right, take care. All right, bye-bye. I saw your fingers. All right, take care. All right, friends, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody who was here on the live. I will be back tomorrow at 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern. So let me know if you have questions. In the meantime, feel free to message me here and make sure you go live. All right, take care. Bye-bye.